Greetings, the Black Hillbillies back again, and I'm here with a great meal that we're going to fix today. Well, actually, it's not a whole meal, but it's showing you how to fix mackerel. Now, you know, mackerel is something you don't hear a lot about. That was something we cooked a lot back in the 50s and 60s. Most people like salmon. But with the mackerel, it's a good fish, and you can fix it sort of the same way. And I'm going to give you the ingredients to that right now. So I've got a can of mackerel here, and this was $1 from Dollar Tree. And then I have my onions, my green peppers, my red peppers, and that's about a half of a green pepper, half of a small red pepper, and an onion this size, and 2 eggs, a little bit of salt, and I'm not going to use breadcrumbs, but I'm going to use 3 pieces of bread. And once I have it all mixed up, I'm going to put just a little capful of olive oil in it and get it all mixed up. And see, that's the thing about good meals. Back in the day, we had nutritious meals. We didn't have a lot of money, but we had nutritious meals. And today, a lot of times, children want junk food, and they want pizzas and chocolates and ice cream, and that's okay sometime. But then there's a time that we have to have good nutritious meals for our children every day, and not those old sweet cereals. And we'll be getting into a lot of that as we go on. We'll be getting into herbs. We'll be getting into different types of vegetables, how to cook pinto beans, how to cook salad greens, potato salad, all these different things. And it's just country food to me is the best in the world, especially if it's Southern cooking. And that's my specialty, is Southern cooking. So I'm going to go ahead and walk away from the camera so I can drain my mackerel. And I'll be right back. Okay, I've drained my mackerel out of this can. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it up a little bit, and I'm going to take the bones out. There's a lot of bones in it. You know, a lot of people don't know to take the bones out, but I think it's a whole lot better on your teeth if you do take the bones out, because you don't want to crunch on one of those big bones and knock out a tooth. That's just more money. So, I like cooking nutritious meals, especially for children, especially for people on a budget. I know when I was raising my children, there was always one that when I went to the supermarket with them, they wanted to cause a little hissy fit if they couldn't get all the chocolate and the sweets that they wanted. So that's when you have to just look them square in the face and say, look here, we're going to have good food, I'm going to prepare it, and you're going to be quiet. Now, a lot of people let their children talk back to them, and that's their business. But I still believe that children should be seen and sometimes heard, because it's so important that our children be obedient and be respectful of their elders. And you know, a lot of times red candies and Kool-Aids, still mixing, red candies and Kool-Aids can cause children to be hyper, and it can actually change their attitudes for the worst, not for the best. I'm just still mixing this around, and we'll talk about a lot of different subjects as time goes on. And well, there's another bone right there. They're all hidden in here. And I'm going to get this cut up with my fork as good as I can and get as many of the bones out as I can. Okay. Now I'm going to add my green peppers, my onions, and my red peppers. And put all of them right in here. Oh, that smells so good. And just mix it up. And then I'm going to take bread, 3 pieces of bread, and you can choose whatever bread you want. If you like whole wheat bread or you like white bread. I particularly like white bread. I like the taste of it better. It's not as coarse as whole wheat bread. But I just tear it up, just in little old bitty pieces, as small as I can get them. Put them in here. Well, I know it doesn't look the neatest, but believe me, it tastes good. That's what's important. Okay, we're going to mix this up. Stir it on up here. But we'll be talking about mentors, having good mentors, having good sound advice for our young people. And you know, that's so important to have a good mentor nowadays. That's very, very important. So I'm going to put my 2 eggs in here, just like that. I'm going to stir this up. I'm going to stir this up really good. And it smell good. But this is a good nutritious meal for a family of 4. And the mackerel was only $1 a can. You can't beat that. And I'm going to put just a little smidgen of salt in there. Now I say smidgen. I don't like to measure too many things because where I come from, nobody measures anything. You just throw everything in the pot and hope for the best. Okay, then I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here, a little smidgen of that. Put that all around in there. I'm going to stir it up again. And I'm going to walk away from the camera and clean up some of my mess. I moved some of that mess out of my way. And now I've got my frying pan on. I've put my oil in it, you know, just enough to where you can get your patties to where they sort of the bottom of it saturates in the oil. Not too much and not too little. And also, I put it on medium high to start out with. I'm going to stir these just a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to walk away from the camera. You see I've got my pan of oil, not too much, not too little, because we don't want dry mackerel patties, that's for sure. They're not good. Now we're just going to patty them up like this. Patty them up. Put them down here. That don't want to stay together. I don't know why. But we're going to put them in there anyway. And just hope for the best here. Okay, they're simmering a little bit, and I'm just going to walk away from the camera and wash my hands. My patties are just about done. I've got one more. It'll make 4 patties once you get everything in it. And I've got a big old piece of cornbread here, and it looks awfully good. And you know, you could fix a salad with it, and mashed potatoes, or beans, or anything, you know, to bring to have a full meal. Now in the country we say you just cook them till they're done, but it took about 20 to 25 minutes to actually cook these. And now I don't know how you fix yours, but I eat mine with a little bit of ketchup on mine or a little bit of hot sauce, and I just think they're delicious. And I mean, everything comes together when you get a salad, beans, or whatever you want to go with, or even soup. So here they are, and I've got one more to go. But just know, with that 1 can of mackerel, that you get 4 patties to feed 4 people. So that's the end of our show. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Come back to the Black Hillbillies.